Nick, welcome back, my friend.
Hi.
To some more compact claustrophobia. Right at the end of the last portion of the stream, Nick, we did something a little bit janky, a little bit jarring, controversial, and yet so brave at the same time, Nick. However,
well,
the situation, while controversial and while brave, Nick, has repercussions that were unforeseen at the time, Nick, and that is if you leave the cube.
Yes.
Previously, when this cube was on the lower level, the left-hand side of the cube was the side that was sending sticks into the white cube.
Oh, it was.
And so now we've created a cascade of problems, right?
Yeah.
So we've caused more problems than we've fixed.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Which is problematic. So there are the question, Nick, to really be asked here is, do you want to fix the root of the problem? You know, get like a dentist. Do you want to really get in there and rip out the root canal?
Rip it out.
And fix it, you know? Or do we want to remove this, move the item duct here, get rid of the sign on the front, and then reroute the power like this?
Oh, that's beautiful, Isaac. That's lovely. Look at that. It's almost a pattern. It's almost symmetrical if it wasn't for the power cable.
So chat hates it, by the way.
Yeah, right. That shocks me. Chat, really? You hate it? That's shocking.
Okay, I'll work on fixing this. How big is that pressure poop injector that you're going to work on making?
I will let you know, Isaac. It is. Ooh, so it looks like it is a 4 long and 3 wide system, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tall.
It looks like it's 5 wide. 3 deep, 5 wide.
Sorry, my
5
apologies.
tall.
5 wide.
Okay.
Sorry, 5 long, 3 wide.
Yeah. So do you want to build it here? Obviously, with the 3 wide bit being this way that I'm currently working, right?
That
and
sounds
let's see if
good.
you can't get it going. You do have to bear in mind, actually, though, that we need to be able to access. So with the multi-block, all of the ports need to be accessible, right? So the item input, the item output, the power input, the power output, whatever. Any inputs and outputs need to be accessible to us.
Yes.
In order to actually pump stuff in.
They're all along the bottom. So I'll put all of those on this side.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Here we go. Right. This is so there's this handy button that shows you each layer, which is very nice.
Oh yeah, of course.
So I'll do that. Yeah. When I was clicking it, I was like, "Oh, I'm going to click the buttons." I clicked it, and I was like, "Oh!" And it showed me this, and I was like, "That is perfect." Here we go. So I'll just do. All right. This is like building a piece of IKEA furniture, Isaac. So
how do you feel about building IKEA furniture, man?
I find it quite therapeutic, you know.
Yeah, I think I'm in the same boat, man.
Until until the one thing just cracks, right? You think you're doing such a good job. You're such an amazing job.
Such a good boy.
You've been thinking you're such a good boy, and then you just absolutely just crack something massive, right?
Right.
That's my issue, Isaac. I will always build it. I'll be so meticulous, and then something won't fall in place. Just something won't fall in place at all. And then I'll be a bit more forceful, and I'll be like, "Oh no, I need to be careful." And then I'll be like, "Oh, a bit more forceful," and then it will just crack, right?
Sure.
So that's my issue, Isaac. That's my issue.
That's fair, man. That's fair.
Yeah.
I find it quite therapeutic as well. I think they often IKEA, I think they have a policy to where they'll usually put 1 or 2 extra of the little pieces, little dowels or the little screws. They'll give you 1 or 2 extra of each of those. And while I appreciate the endeavor, I kind of wish that they told you that, because the manual will say that you've got 35 of these, right? But you actually have 36, and you don't count them because you're not a psychopath. But then when you get to the end of the product and you've got 3 screws left and 2 dowels and a big piece of wood and a sandwich, you're like, why? Where are these supposed to go?
What have I missed?
Yeah, it's what didn't I do here? That where did we go wrong, right?
Exactly.
Clearly something has gone wrong. Where, right? And that's problematic.
Now imagine, Isaac, they want the future to be, flat pack houses. Imagine building a whole damn house and then there's all these like screws that are left over and you're like, oh no, like what have I missed out?
You've got like an oven left over. You're like, wait, how?
Like, where's this supposed to go? They're giving you a spare. I'm like, now I'm not going to be able to eat. You go inside, you see like clearly the oven that is there. And you're like, oh no, like what's going on? Where was this extra oven supposed to go? Now my family is going to go hungry. See, that's the issue, man. This is the kind of issues that we need to solve. So I agree. They need to tell you freaking
how much excess they've put in.
Exactly. We need to start a petition, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, like on I think the UK government site. Make them tell us how many spares they give us and then provide no further context.
One of those things that like Parliament has to debate. It's like, should
just send it to all the subscribers. Get 100,000 signatures. That's the minimum required for them to have to debate it. And then they'll just be like in Parliament, and the Speaker of the House would be like, order. And then they'll be like, and then they'll, debate it, and they'll be like, oh, well, this right honourable gentleman says that we should give the amount of spares in the instruction manual. And then the other one would be like, no, I believe that's not true. I like not knowing how many spares I have.
I like not knowing.
And then that's it, man.
Do you think like that you and I should start calling each other, right honourable gentlemen?
Yeah, maybe, my right honourable friend.
Yeah, like that's the thing, man.
See, there you go.
It's nice, when someone refers to you as both right and honourable in the same sentence.
Exactly. Man. I feel like I'm both, Isaac.
Yeah,
but never at the same time.
Oh wow!
Right?
You can be.
I'm either right or honourable, but never both.
But never both
at the same time.
Yeah,
I must, emphasize.
Whenever Nick's being honourable, he's wrong.
It's completely unequivocally false.
Okay, where in the heck are these tunnels, man, that are going in the... Oh, I think I know what the tunnel is. I think it's in here.
With that, man.
Yeah, I'm tunneling, man. I'm tunneling.
Beautiful. Okay, so this is ready to go, I guess. Or it says missing input item. I'm assuming that's the next stage.
And Nick, I'm also done. Look at this. Oh. So this sequential fabricator Nick is making pulp biomass.
Pulp bioblend. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, nice. Okay, sweet. Sweet.
So what we need to do is we need to now automate poop, right?
Yes.
So I think to do that, Nick, we want, if you look up the recipe for poop, I think we want to use that second tab, the fluid transposer.
Yes.
So could you make me a fluid transposer? That way we can use sewage with pulp bioblend. So we're making the pulp bioblend, and that will make poop. The sewage we can get by simply taking the poop and pumping it into a barrel that has regular water in it.
And like a cyclical or cyclical fashion.
Exactly.
Okay.
It takes 200 millibuckets to make a poop, 200 millibuckets of sewage, and each piece of poop makes 1,000 millibuckets of sewage. So for every single, cycle we go through here, we make like 5 poops and we use one of them to make, the other 5.
We make a poop profit,
Yeah. We have a poop surplus of 4 poops per calendar cycle.
Exactly. Beautiful. That's exactly what I wanted you to say today, Isaac, when I woke up this morning. You really made my day, man. You really made my day.
Nice.
God, are we... Ooh, it's a bit embarrassing. Do we have a glass? I think
we are out of glass. I have one
sand
here. There you go.
Yeah, that'll do. Thanks, man.
I've been smelting it up. Are we not making... We're not making sand, which is a problem.
Yeah.
I feel like we should be making sand.
I'll hammer some stuff for now to just get some sand. But
sure,
yeah,
I have a hammer
here. It's like
a
systemic issue, right?
There's a hammer behind you, man.
Oh, thanks, sir.
It is a systemic issue, yeah. I feel like we could solve this systemic issue by simply making like 2 pulverizers. Because we already have cobblestone automated. All we need is one to turn cobble into gravel, then one to turn gravel into sand.
Sure.
And we have infinite cobblestone. And at that point we've solved our systemic crisis, right?
Yeah. Here we go. For now.
Oh yeah, okay. I forgot about this completely.
We use the old method.
Okay. How hard, Nick, is tough alloy.
Oh, it's tough, Isaac. It's
Ferroboron and lithium, neither of which we seem to have. Ferroboron's
I don't know, we might.
It doesn't...
I was making it in the past, but I don't know if we have it anymore. It requires steel.
Steel and boron. Do we have both? Do we have steel and boron?
Steel will be your bottleneck. Boron,
I only need one tough alloy here.
Oh.
I think I'm good, man.
Go and have a look in the machines upstairs, Isaac. There'll be one in there,
Could you
make
me, Nick, 4 basic plating real quick?
Yes, sure. Let me do that 1 second. Basic. Oh?
No, you have tough alloys in the smelter.
Yeah,
already,
I thought so. I always...
Okay, in that case, you can resume what you were doing. I will make the basic plating here.
Perfect.
You've been relieved of your duties.
I've been relieved. I am so relieved.
I will, you've been relieved.
Can you imagine, though, when people are relieved of their duties, usually the last thing they are would probably be relieved, right?
Is relieved? I don't know, man. Like, I guess it depends on the duty, right?
I mean, if you hate your duties, then...
Yeah, that's true.
Then you're all right, but... Not if you've been waiting.
How are you normally making basic plating? Are you using charcoal to make the
Yes, charcoal
stuff?
In the thing where you put it in twice.
Where are you getting charcoal from?
I've just been smelting logs, I think.
Is that why we don't have any logs?
It's probably why we don't have any logs. They've all been smelted, Isaac.
Right.
It's
okay,
all been turned into charcoal already.
I can get some more logs.
Okay, sweet. Is that a cloche thing, or do you have to actually grow some trees?
We actually have to grow them. So there is a section of the quest book that wants us to automate it. Which quest is it, chat? It is, it's this one. What's so special about, is it that one? Oh yeah, it is that one. And then automated wood. It's quite the setup, man. It's like a full room setup is the automation of wood in this pack.
Right. Interesting.
And it's something, man. It's something.
Got your fluid transposer, open parentheses, basic, close parentheses, Isaac.
Thanks, man.
Where is this going?
Put that atop the sequential fabricator.
Atop. I will put it atop.
Yeah.
The sequential fabricator, yes. Let me do that for you. I'll build myself a little platform so I don't mess it up, because I inevitably would. There you go.
Nice. Okay, so now we can set the top of this to eject, and we can set the bottom of this to input. So now, Nick, we need to get poop into that fluid transposer, right? We need to get sewage, I should say, into that transposer. And we can do that by putting poop into a barrel with water. So we take a barrel. Let's say, hold on, let's yoink. Oh no, I can't.
You need a ledge, Isaac.
I need hold on, actually, I think I just need a poop.
You just need some energy.
I just need some calories. Oh no, I can do this. This is a doable jump. I'm not taking the easy way out here, Nick.
I've given you a safety net.
No, it's okay.
There you go.
Unnecessary.
Now I will use the ledge.
So I think we have water coming in. So basically, we're going to run this pre-existing water pipe around. That fills it with water. Oh, this is perfect, Nick. This is perfect.
This will just shift.
Because all we do
shift stuff out left.
Is you do something like this, right?
Oh,
we are going to need a servo to extract the poop that's made, right? And we'll kick things off with one poop. So if we set the left of this to input and turn auto input on, I can then put a poop in here. Then the fluid transposer should, in theory,
absorb it,
pull it in. But for whatever reason, it doesn't like to do that. Okay, that's fine. We can force this. So let's move this to here, and then do this instead. And then let me go and get a little batch of servos.
Of servos, yeah. Go get a little like 5-pack, Isaac, from the store.
Exactly, man. Do you have any excess sand?
I do not, but I can make you some.
Yeah, if you could make sand, that would be grand.
Yeah, here you go. Let's just do this. Any particular number you'd like, Isaac?
I just need one, Nick.
Oh, you just need the one? All right, yeah, I'll do that for you right away. Well, I mean, the real number we need here, Isaac, is a number 2. I mean, that's the aim of the game, is it?
It's true. On another note, though, Nick, Twitch chat has reminded me of a very powerful block in this pack that we have been foolishly avoiding up until now, Nick, that I have just made with the tough alloys.
Ooh.
Whereabouts are you, man? Are you...
I'm in the growing pains room.
Oh, okay. You making sand in there?
I'm making sand in there. I got your sand. Yeah.
Oh, right. If you come on back here, though, I need it in glass form, right?
Hello. Oh, yeah.
So, Nick...
Should have asked, Isaac. There's glass in this redstone furnace up here, and I've got two extra.
Oh, right. But, Nick, look at this. Boom.
Ooh.
So, Nick, So this is a furnace that requires uranium, but
I was going to say,
put some sand in there, man.
Oh,
Look at
there
that.
we go.
Look
That's what I'm
at
talking
that.
about.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we've got loads of uranium grit
We got
as well.
like 20,000 uranium grit, Nick. And it didn't
that's
even use
way
more than
better.
one. It used like half of one, all that smelting. Like,
Oh,
whoa.
that's so good. Oh, brilliant.
Yeah, I know, right? It's perfect.
Amazing,
okay.
amazing.
Stay there for a second. I need the servo.
Oh, yeah, you make that stuff.
Do you take the glass?
The glasses, here you go. Here you go.
Yeah.
There you are.
Okay, perfect. So we'll take this. We'll take this. Now, back in here. We're going to set this to extract. So yeah, the poop gets pulled in. Look at that, Nick. Look at that. Poop
Oh, there it is. It's going to inject it. Whey!
And then we simply do...
Whey.
Oh, I wonder if a hopper would be a better choice here than doing this. But we'll do this. We'll set this to extract. Because what it should do is that should take, if we set the top to output, that should take the poops that are made one by one and send them over to the barrel. Yeah, look at that. So poop gets extracted, sent around the pipe. We can't see it because it's not transparent, but that water should turn brown. There we go. It then gets pulled in back into the fluid transposer via the... oh no, it's somehow ended up full of water. How is there water in there? Do you see this? There's water in the fluid duct, in the fluid transposer.
Is it because when there's water in the barrel before it's poopified, it just takes that out? We need some kind of whitelist, Isaac, like a whitelist servo or something like that.
I forgot about this. We do have Ender IO in the pack, despite having not used it yet. Ooh, yeah, this is going to be a problem, Nick. How in the world do we do that?
Is there no way to do it with servos?
I don't think that there's a servo that can whitelist fluids.
Oh, I thought it was like a Signalum servo or something.
Or just
it's just
like a
regular
high
servo?
tier? Yeah, maybe. Let's have a look. Hold on. Let me get a barrel of poop and see if it works. I don't need this water. Get it out of here. Could you block that over and get rid of that water that I just put down?
I got it.
Beautiful. Okay, so if I do this, chat seems to think I can whitelist on any server. I don't think that works, but we'll try whitelist. And then let's quickly break and replace this again. Extract. So maybe that works. So the water's not getting pulled, which is good. If I do this, oh, it totally works. Okay, beautiful. Never mind.
Beautiful.
Thank you, chat. You're geniuses. All right, so now we just do this. We set this to extract. We make sure that Nick, I think it's done. I think the circle of life is going to be perpetuated here.
It's filling up with poo.
I think success is happening.
And I'm seeing gains being made.
Oh.
I think. Yeah, no, I am seeing gains being made. I guess it would just take a... Yeah, there it is.
I think much like in the past, Nick, with our... Oh, gosh. Could you move that pyrotheum I put down?
Oh my goodness, right. Hold on a second. Let me...
I can't get back in now. Don't leave, because we can't get back in.
No, I won't. All right, the pyrotheum is gone. Do you want me to get rid of the... Is it the blocks as well? Oh, no, you're
yeah.
okay.
No, it's the blocks.
Right.
Did you pick the pyrotheum up or did you just destroy it?
No, I picked it up.
Okay.
I picked it up.
Beautiful.
I think it's actually this here as well. All right, try now.
Beautiful.
There you go.
Okay. Let's have a look. Yeah, I think much like with the other system we had before, I think actually replacing this with a hopper like that might help us here.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah, like the...
Because they'll make the poop faster.
Yeah. Oh, it's doing it as well. The sewage tank is filling right up. There we go.
That. So the problem we run into now, Nick, is that we need to send excess sewage into the pressure poop injector.
Right.
I think.
Yes. That's the name of the game.
Ooh, in fact, I think it might be a case of us wanting to kind of move this over by one, like that. And putting like a tank in the middle? Ooh, I don't... So the trouble is that the fluid ducts from thermal expansion will always send to the nearest location first. So how do we go about like dividing up the excess sewage, right? We need a priority system where sewage goes to the fluid transposer first, but then excess sewage goes into a tank that we can use for this poop injector.
So... The good news is the fluid transposer is still full and it's still being topped up and kept at 10,000 millibuckets, even though I'm assuming this is getting filled on the side. Yeah.
So right now, because we only have a tiny fluid input hatch, this can only receive 1,000 millibuckets of sewage, right? Which
right.
kind of makes all the effort we just went through to figure out this system, which, by the way, is now
like voids
with a retriever. So having the retriever here means that the sewage comes out of the stone barrel, and then when it enters the pipe, it will always enter the fluid transposer first, and then if it can't, it will then go around into the pressure poop injector, which means we should always have enough sewage inside of the fluid transposer. Right now, that's not going to be a huge problem, again, because you can only store 1,000 millibuckets in the input hatch here, but as we make bigger and bigger input hatches to do bigger and bigger poop injections inside of this machine, we're going to need more and more sewage in here, right?
Exactly. And then that's when we'll want the priorities, when this is capable of actually taking the bulk of the sewage from the creation in the barrel.
Exactly. So, right now, Nick, we have a 9x9 machine, right? The next bigger machine that we can make, right, is a giant compact machine. So if you look at the recipe for the giant compact machine, and you click on the multi-block miniaturization tab.
Let me do that. Yes.
You'll see that there are 2 pages. The first page...
Oh, yeah.
The first page requires a 5x5x5 in the bottom right there. Right now, we don't have a big enough room to do a 5x5x5 miniaturization, but if you go over the page, this one requires a 3x3x3, which we can do, right?
I see, but requires the glitched large machines, which is when we need the pressure poop injector.
Exactly.
Right.
So if we're going to make the giant compact machine, we need to get 4... Is it 4? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Oh, we need 6 large compact machines. And then we need to give each of those 6 large compact machines 32,000 millibuckets of sewage.
Oh my God, right.
So,
okay. Yeah.
So, we need, Nick, a big fluid input hatch.
A big one, okay.
If you type in fluid input, you'll see there's tiny, small, normal, reinforced, big, huge, ludicrous, and vacuum. And they range from 1,000 millibuckets all the way up to 256,000 millibuckets. And the one we need is big, if we're going to be able to put 32,000 millibuckets.
So I'm assuming what we need is we need the 32,000 ready to go in one go.
Exactly. Yeah.
And then it just chunks it straight into that large compact machine. It fills it like a bathtub.
A massive amount of pressure, Nick, to send all that poop into one place, and that's how space is made. That's what the Big Bang was, actually.
Exactly. That's actually what happened. Maybe we really are in a simulation. We're in our own simulation from us in the past, Isaac, where we actually just did this. And what we're about to do, or will do in the future, is start a new universe.
Yeah, we're gonna start a new series of somebody else playing Combat Claustrophobia in their own small little place.
Exactly.
Also, we need this recipe of turning large compact machines into glitched large compact machines requires 256 FE per tick, which means we're also going to need to upgrade the tiny energy input hatch to a small energy input hatch.
Right.
Because right now this one can only do 128, whereas the small one can do 512. So I think those are the only 2 upgrades we need to do.
Mm-hmm.
But they are going to have to be done, and we're going to have to make... But thankfully, the making of 6 large compact machines shouldn't be too difficult.
Yeah. Right?
Well, unfortunately, we can't make a large compact machine with the miniaturization field either. So what we're going to have to do if we want to make 6 large compact machines is first make 24 normal compact machines, then run those 22 normal compact machines through the ingot former, through the melter to make the compact fluid, and then through the ingot former to make the normal machine piece, and then craft those 24 pieces into 6 large compact machines. But thankfully, making the 24 normal compact machines shouldn't be too bad. All we need is 24 ender pearls, along with 624 machine wall and 24 blocks of gold. So I think before we do that, Nick, we are going to want to kind of repivot back to the other thing that was on the to-do list before I set up the Janktastic system at the end of the last stream, and that is teaching Wheatley how to produce ender pearls. Right?
Of course. Yes.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
And I don't think we'll be able to do it today because we've not got long left. And as is shown by the giant text at the bottom of the
Didn't
chat.
realise the server restarts at 8 because we never actually stretched this to 8 yet. Yeah, no, fair enough.
But what we can also do, Nick, is we could also, what we're going to do is we're going to set up a system that produces ender pearls almost indefinitely. We might set up some kind of fail-safe that stops the system from producing more ender pearls once we get to a stack or something, or maybe a few stacks. But what we also might want to do, Nick, once we've taught Wheatley how to make ender pearls, is we might want to set up a second system with another set of a secondary miniaturization field And then using refined storage, we could potentially like teach our refined storage system how to make compact machine wall, or even just like with the ender pearls, have a second Wheatley, you know, or a second Qt that's always making machine wall, you know, using redstone and iron, and does the same thing. Like it keeps making it until we have a certain amount of it and then stops making it, right, until we use it, right? That would be ideal.
Exactly.
Because at that point, we could also just have robots make all of that 600 and some machine wall for us.
And then we'd be sorted. And then we could have a third one, Isaac, that makes the normal compact machine.
Well, that might be a bit excessive, but...
And then we have a fourth one, Isaac, that makes the giant one.
And then we have a fifth one that codes the production of more of them in the future. And then...
Exactly, so that it's a self-sustainable system.
Exactly, man.
Deary me. We love to see it. We love to see it.
I'm just renaming this to Duping and Pooping real quick.
Oh, beautiful. Oh, that's a much better name,
yeah,
man.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
Thanks,
man. Nice.
Yeah, they're all named now, which is lovely. We've got battery.
I love it.
Immersive engineering. And yeah, it's all good. And we made swell progress today, my friend.
I think we have two, man. We've got a freaking pressure poop injector, man.
That's
it
true,
works.
man.
It
and
works.
I mean, look inside it. Just right click on it. Don't go in, but just right click on the Duping and Pooping, man.
Yeah.
Like it's a feat of engineering, man, that we made this work.
It is vibrating a bit. I don't know if it's vibrating a bit on yours, but it's vibrating a bit on mine. It's because of the pressure,
it does shake, yeah.
It's shaking a bit. My God, it's causing an earthquake in there, Isaac.
Goodness.
Or I guess it's a cube quake because the amount of pressure in that injector, those pipes, those metal pipes on the outside are like vibrating. They're like making like creaking sounds because of the sheer amount of pressure in them from all the poop. Like,
Nick, you know what we can do now, though? We got 940 hemp, man.
Oh, we do.
We can make out of the crafting grid.
Oh, we do. Yeah, we can.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Yeah, here we go. I'm crafting up some string. We can take that off the board.
So we need a crafting grid.
Yeah, there we go.
What are we missing? Everything. Let's make one of these. Let's make one of...
I've just put a stack of string in the system for you.
Ah, perfect. Thank you. Right, so we need 2 improved, 1 destruction, 1 construction, and 1 advanced. Right, so we need...
Yes.
It's the binding, right? That's the...
Yes.
Yeah,
and that is porcelain clay.
Oh, yeah, it does.
I've made a tiny wee bit more porcelain clay for you.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
I don't know how much you need.
Oh, yeah, that is in system. I think it might be more than 1.
Never fear, Nick. I'm working as we speak to get more.
We need 5 in total, Isaac, so 4 more, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I think, you know, we are pushing forward, Nick, but I think we probably do still, there's a lot of like earlier automation that I think we still need to do that we've not yet done, right? Stuff like this, I think one of the things we should look at doing, I think we can, in the next stream, look at automating ender pearls, but then after that, before we kind of try and push too far forward, we're going to hit like a resource bottleneck, I think, if we don't start, for example, setting up auto-sifting, so we can auto-sift and get bone meal without having to manually sift it, set up auto-smelting, because right now we've got all of these dusts, but none of them are in ingot form. We have to manually smelt everything, right? So I think we could definitely do with trying to set up a bunch of systems to where all of the resources we need are ready and available to the refined storage system, so we can just craft, as opposed to trying to kind of hodgepodge everything together to make just, you know, one thing, because that's gonna, I think, hamper us in the long run.
Absolutely. I remembered as well, Isaac, we need 2 diamond nuggets.
Oh,
yeah.
Do we not have?
That's the other thing, the quite major thing. Now I remember why this took so long.
Oh, okay. So that's gonna be a real thorn in our side. Unfortunately,
that's why there's only been 1 of these for this amount of time.
Yeah, sorry about the poop. Man.
That's right, man.
I couldn't help myself. Okay, in that case, there's no point making clay. So that's also something that we should do, I think.
Sure.
So, okay, we've got a lot of stuff to do, man.
Yeah.
We need, Nick, a tree farm, right? We then need to use that tree farm to automate charcoal. We then, I believe, so we can use, like, we need regular coal, right?
Right,
to make coal coke. I think.
Sure.
But you can use, you can use charcoal to make coal coke, but you can't use charcoal to make coal coke inside of the redstone furnace with the pyrolytic conversion augment, which we did make. So I think what we want to do, because the pyrolytic conversion augment with the redstone furnace is the faster way of making coal coke, what we want to do is we want to set up a tree farm that makes wood that we can smelt into charcoal. We can then run that charcoal through the machine whose name I have forgotten. It is the manufacturer, I
Yeah.
believe. Yeah, if we run the charcoal through the manufacturer, it turns into pulverized charcoal. We can then take that pulverized charcoal and run it through again into graphite dust. And then I think there's a way to turn, and then you can pressurize that graphite dust into coal, right? So we can take the wood from the tree farm, smelt it, manufacture it, pressurize it, then run it through a redstone furnace with the pyrolytic conversion augment to make it into coal coke. We can then automatically send that coal coke to the crusher to crush that coal coke into crushed coal coke, which we then automatically send through into the immersive engineering room, into the squeezer to squeeze it into hot graphite ingots. And then once we have an automated supply of hot graphite ingots, we can then blow up as many of them as we like to try and get diamond nuggets anytime we need them. Right?
Exactly.
Okay.
There we go.
That's the nightmare fuel that we have to work on soon. So automate charcoal and then automate nightmares.
Exactly. Now, when we come back next time, we'll try and remember what we meant by that.
What else do we need to do? We need to automate ender pearls and also
automate machine
all
wall.
other resources.
Yeah, automate everything.
Yeah, I'll put that on the end. Yeah,
put that on the end. Everything in all caps, please.
Everything. How's that?
Beautiful.
Perfect.
Beautiful.
One thing we can do, Nick, with our string, if we're gonna deprive ourselves of the ability to make another crafting grid, Nick, one thing that we can do is we can make elevators, Nick.
Oh yes, we can. Of course, for our a little quality of life improvement to our room.
To our very small
to the room we're in.
That probably doesn't need an elevator.
No. But it was nice to have.
If this was a normal building, we would not get planning permission for the elevator.
They'd be like, the planners would come in and they'd run away.
It's also
they're
like
so scared of the structure.
It's added levels of badness because you have to jump onto the elevator. Look at this.
Oh, that is beautiful. That. Oh yeah.
Obviously
that's lovely. Isaac.
This might be harder than just using a ladder.
No. I prefer this, Isaac. I prefer this.
Oh yeah, of course we can do like this.
Oh, beautiful. There we go.
But ideally, Nick, when we do finally get that giant compact machine, which is going to be a massive, because this is a 7x7, right?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
This is not even our biggest room. Our biggest room is this 9x9, right? So
yes.
Eventually, when we get the giant compact machine, which is an 11x11x11, we can maybe make that our main room. And at that point, these elevators would be a lot more useful.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
Flipping Nick. Well, Nick, we made some good progress. We've got a to-do list of things to do in the future. We've got we did a lot of reorganizing in the last stream, Nick, and so things are a lot more organized now. You know, we've got this new nuclear furnace, which is nice and fast.
Mm-hmm.
We've got a projection of things we need to do in the future, Nick, and most importantly, we've got a pressure poop injector and a pooping duping system that we can use going forward for basically infinite sewage and also infinite food, man. If you ever get peckish, if you pop in here and just open up the fluid transposer,
just put it down your gob, man.
Yeah, like if you open up this fluid, you can just take poop out of the bottom of that slot, right? You can like take half of it and just
of course.
Yeah, man, and then just freaking chop down on it.
Oh yeah.